Hastings, is your testimony that human smuggling on the border is $1 billion per year business?
Yes, it is.
Where'd you get that information from?
Because we hear intelligence reports and speak with those who come across the border.
That's what you've heard. Okay, I got you. But listen, do you have a Facebook account?
I do not.
And do you have a Twitter account?
I do not.
So it was recently revealed that there is a secret Facebook group made up of 9,500 current and former Border Patrol members. Are you aware of that secret group?
I have read the ProPublica report. Yes, sir, I'm aware.
And many of this group's Facebook posts have been racist, misogynistic, xenophobic, and dehumanizing. They targeted members of Congress, members of this committee, and also dead migrant children. In particular, the posts that callously made light of the death of a Guatemalan teenager at a border station in Texas. Those posts are truly despicable. Are you aware of those posts?
I am, sir, and those are inappropriate, and they're being investigated, and if found to be true, the appropriate disciplinary action will be taken. We've already provided cease and desist letters to all of those individuals that were on the post. Some have been relieved of their law enforcement duties as well.
Mm-hmm. How many of those individuals were on that post?
I know of approximately 50 cease and desist letters that have gone out, and I'm not sure, a handful more or less of administrative actions or administrative duties where agents are basically not doing law enforcement duties while they wait the outcome of the disciplinary.
I see. I'm particularly troubled by reports that CBP leadership knew about this secret Facebook group for years. Are you aware of that?
I've seen the reports, but I did hear Chief Provost testify yesterday, and I know that the chief, I think, mentioned she'd been on the Facebook 9 times in a year, and that was primarily, frankly, to search herself, to try and find out what the agents thought about how she was doing as a chief.
And you are familiar with the fact that she has actually posted on that secret Facebook group?
I've seen the article. I believe she posted one time in reference to a Jeopardy question that asked how quickly she had been a supervisor within Border Patrol or something to that effect.
And that's what you've heard, but you haven't talked with her.
I know yes, I have talked with her. She's in my chain of command, and I talk to her daily, but that's all I'm aware she's ever posted.
I see. Did she tell you that herself, or that's something that somebody else told you?
That's what I heard her say during her testimony yesterday, and that's what I've heard her say to me before.
Do these racist and xenophobic posts in that Facebook group concern you as a member of Border Patrol leadership?
They do. It's inappropriate, and we're taking the appropriate actions.
Now, let me ask you, and thank you, sir, Inspector General, Ms. Shaw. You testified before the Immigration and Citizenship Subcommittee earlier this month that the Inspector General's office is looking into this secret Facebook group, correct?
That's correct. We're not looking at individual posts by individual members, but we are conducting a review to determine who within CBP and DHS leadership was aware of the group and the postings, when and what, if any, action they took.
And will you be looking to identify the current Border Patrol members involved in this group, and including additional members of Customs and Border Patrol leadership?
That's not currently within the scope. To the extent that we are looking at who within leadership was aware of it, it could come into scope, but primarily membership within the group and individual postings, I believe, is being handled by CBP's Office of Professional Responsibility.
And if you identify specific Border Patrol members where disciplinary action may be taken to, will you refer that to the CBP's Office of Responsibility?
We would, yes.
And what is the timeline for this investigation?
We're in very early stages. It is time sensitive. We would hope to be able to complete field work in 2 to 3 months and have reporting ideally before the end of the calendar year, but we have to follow the leads where they take us.
The time of the gentleman has
Thank you.
expired. The gentleman from Louisiana.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you all.